Hello, good morning, guys. All right, good morning, everyone. Sorry, just trying to get a scene set here. Getting all ready. All right, can everyone hear all right? Okay, we are on bag 10, so we'll get started. Hope you're all doing well today. So we are working on the second half of the outer wall. We do have what we've got so far over here. Really cool little build there. All right, let's get going. Simply Steen, good morning. JB Builds, good morning. And Day Jackson, good morning. Blaney, good morning. Everyone, welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well today. So we are on bag 10 of, I believe, 50, I want to say, bags for Minas Tirith. So we're kind of trucking along here. This is probably the fourth part of this. So really just kind of taking my time. This is the second time I built it. And good morning, everyone. Any of those who just joined. Hope you're all doing well today. See some familiar faces, so glad you could join us again. So I was trying to decide what I'm going to do with this set once it's done, and I've decided I think I'm going to do a giveaway for it. Think what I'll probably do is anyone who purchases anything, we'll say $50 or above from the shop, I'll enter in for a giveaway, and at the end of the build series, they can have the set. I think that's fair enough. I don't know about you guys, but I like it. I want it to go to someone who wants to build. And I don't have nearly enough room for two of these, nor would I really want to display two of these. So figure put it to a good use. So again, that's anything $50 or more, and you'll enter in to win this set once it's built. And good morning, everyone who's just joining. Hope you're all doing well. Maybe I'll give away a Grand too. I haven't really decided yet. Good morning, everyone. So Minas Tirith is a really cool set. Anyone's got any questions on it, feel free to ask. And we are trucking along. Welcome, everyone. Sweeney, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are all enjoying the stream and kind of taking a look at what this build is like and what the build experience is. I know a lot of people had questions on it, so hopefully this will give you kind of a sneak peek to that. And for anyone curious, the giveaway will be any purchase of anything $50 or more from the shop. You will enter in to win this build once it is complete. All right, so building that wall up here. So yeah, for anyone who is interested in the Minas Tirith set, chance to win it. And good morning to those of us just joining. Hello, hello. Really like these little micro figures that are included with it. Add a nice bit of detail. There's a couple of them in the set. Used for different architecture, little details. How is everyone doing today? I have the day off, so pretty great. Pretty great on my end. Hello, hello. There's a nice little detail there. 1 second. Hello, good morning, everyone. All right, get that camera back so you can see everything. If I can get it to work with me here. There we go. Sorry, a little technical difficulties here. As you can see. All right. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you can kind of see here. Got a good amount of detail going into this little section here. Got this. We're going to kind of build up this little structure. Yeah, so for anyone curious, I am doing a giveaway to win this set once it is all complete. Because I didn't know quite what I was going to do with it, and I think that makes the most sense. Because I already have mine, and I got this one for streaming purposes and do not have the interest or the space to keep another one. So yeah, there will be a giveaway once it is all done. Will be built, of course, seeing as we are building it for the stream, but still, chance to win a free Minas Tirith build, which I think is fair. And we're adding some nice little details in here. All right. Next page. Hopefully the music's not too disturbing. Just figured it would be nice to have something going on in the background. Something thematic. And Varian, good morning. Hello all. Hope you guys are doing well. As you can see, we are working through the build of Minas Tirith. It goes without saying, very cool build. Built it before, and this is round 2. Nice little build for a staircase there. Very interesting how they have it put together. Hello, good morning. The Chronic Sith. How are you doing today? All right. Just scrolling through at work. No problems, my guy. Today's my day off, so here I am. Hopefully can provide you some entertainment and some insight into Minas Tirith. Feel free to ask me any questions. If I can find this piece. Oh yeah. It's the detail work and a lot of the small stuff is pretty incredible. It is definitely a build that keeps things switching up um, throughout the whole build. And you'll kind of see as we get to the bigger parts of the city too, it still keeps that level of detail even in the there's the piece I'm looking for. Even in the bigger structures, still just filled with little details. Makes it a really, really cool set. All right. Hello, good morning, everyone that's just joining in. And for anyone curious, I am going to be giving away the set at the end of the stream once it's all finished up. Enter in to win just any purchase of anything $50 or more from the shop, and you're entered in to win this. So a chance to win a free Minas Tirith build. Just to clarify, it is just the build. No figures are included. That being said, still probably, I would say, $400 price tag on the build itself, and you can win it for free. Well, I say for free. Free giveaway with the purchase of $50 or more from the shop. And then I can send this to a good home. Hello, everyone. Hope you can hear the music in the background too, and it's not too disturbing for anyone. Just thought I would put something there to fill the silence. So we're just trucking through here. I think we're on bag 10 of, I want to say 50. It's at least upper 40s. I believe it's 50 bags. So we still have our work cut out for us. Seem to be missing another piece here. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. The fact that we haven't really lost a piece yet is pretty impressive, if you ask me. But Lego does do a pretty good job of making sure everything's included. I more so just mean the fact that I'm building this on the carpet and have yet to really have to dig for a piece. So this might be the first time because this bag is almost done and I am not seeing what I need there. So I'm gonna go take a look. I have a little extra pieces bag, which I'm pretty sure does have one of these little white squares in it. All right, I've tracked one down and we are back in business. I was missing this little piece here, but luckily have spares lying around. Brick Raider, good morning. What's up? P-Clues and Disney Lego Collector, good morning to you guys as well. Thanks for joining in. All right. We're almost finished with bag 10. Pretty close. We'll be done in a couple minutes or so. Just kind of these last pieces here, creating kind of this archway corner piece. Thank you for the follow, Jason's. Yeah, building this on the carpet. Unfortunately, my desk is taken up by all the sets. So, and also the desk isn't deep enough for me to have the camera set up, have the set there. It's, trust me, it is not my preferred way to build. It's not how I do my normal Lego building experience. But for the purposes of streaming, it's kind of, yeah. What was I saying? Not my preferred way to build, but here we are. But for streaming purposes, This is it. And also, too, for any of those interested, purchase of anything $50 or more from the shop, you are entered in to win this set once it is all built. Of course, it will be the completed set. Minifigures, unfortunately, not included, but it's still a free Minas Tirith build, which I think is fair. I think is still perfectly fair. Still got to be like a what $300-$400 value in the set itself, so can enter in to win that. All right, I think missing just a couple pieces here. We need, let's see, this here. And we have a little hinge here. Goes in like so. And then that will be the end of bag 10. So let me dig out bag 11. All right, here we are, bag 11. We are roughly 1/5 of the way done through the set. I know it doesn't really look like it yet at all. But we're making progress. And good morning, everyone just joining us. Hope everyone is well. I would say names in particular, but I need new contacts and I cannot see the laptop very well from here. Ugh. All right. Fresh bag. Oh. All right. Take that around. And bag 11 of 50, here we go. This is definitely a much more interesting build experience than the first time I did it, as I am building on the floor, and it is not the most comfortable way to do it. And yet here we are. And yet here we are anyways. Goose, welcome in. Charles Ham, good morning. All right. Jonathan Mann, good morning. A brick in a box, good morning. Oh yeah, very, very cool set. Second time I've built it, so taking my time a little bit more this time. Oh, the trick is trying to get comfortable building on the floor like this. It is not an easy task. You kind of got to just shuffle around a little bit. Dude, yeah, I agree. Or at least have an optional purchase set. Give us the option, you know. I'm still one of the ones that are just a little bit bitter that the Witch King doesn't come with it, but you know what? What can you do? They have to give us him in some form, though. The pig-looking orc. Oh, you mean like the I forget his name, but the disfigured guy with the gimp hand? No, but Barad-dûr does have him. No, not really any. The only like orc enemy minifigures you get with this are from the Grand set. There aren't anything included in the actual Minas Tirith set itself. Ah, what is that guy's name? Is it Gothmog or something like that? I mean, it sounds like an orc name, so I'm convinced. Gothmog it is. No one's going to tell me otherwise. Oh, sick. Nice. There we go. I'm on my A game for Lord of the Rings trivia. Yeah, right? Deep pull? Yeah, thanks, man. Crushing it. It's all about that lore. All right. Here we go. Little walkway action. Oop. And for anyone just joining in, giveaway is going to be anyone who purchases anything from the store $50 or more. You are entered in to win this set after we are done building it. So nice little giveaway. Not sure what else I would do with it after I'm done anyways. Alyssa, good morning. The anime figures. It depends by which figures you mean. Or if you're talking about the Final Fantasy ones, and it also means what do you mean by articulation? Like in the way that a regular Lego minifigure is? Yes. I don't know if you want to call that articulation, but you could. Yeah, they're cool little figures though. Again, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, which I am a big Final Fantasy fan, you'll tell that from the shop. Um, they are cool little figures to have. Nothing spectacular, but favorite is 15. 15 is not bad. It's not my favorite, but I think it gets a lot of undeserved flack. Now, mind you, I probably have a different opinion of it because I didn't play 15 until the Royal Edition came out. So I probably have a more favorable opinion of it than someone I can only imagine when it first released, it did feel a fan club of me. Yeah, I can only imagine that it probably did feel pretty empty when it was first released. But like I said, when I played the Royal Edition, it was enjoyable. With all the, I can't remember exactly what features were added by it, but I had a good time with it. That turtle fight, though, man, let me tell you, driving with the boys, yeah, it is. It's a fun boys road trip, and if you take it at that, you're gonna have a good time. Yeah, I would say my favorite is probably well, I'm replaying 10 right now, and 10 is super, super solid. I don't know if it's I don't know. The 7 remake. I love the 7 remake and most especially Rebirth. Loved it. I get why it's not everyone's cup of tea. People argue that it muddied the story of 7, which was already arguably pretty close to perfection. And like I definitely see people's point on that. But I really, really enjoyed it. I liked all the side content except for that stupid robot aliens game. That one sucked. But I enjoyed it throughout. My girlfriend's playing it right now for the first time, and she's really enjoying Rebirth as well. Remake was a little bit on the simple side. It really does. After you played 7 on the PS2 way back, but never finished it. Yeah, I just replayed. I grew up on 7 and 8. In particular, my uncle had a PlayStation 1 when I was growing up, so played a lot of JRPGs, but kind of cut my teeth on 7 and 8. And let me tell you, playing 8 as a child is not the easiest thing. But then when people complain that 8 is too, complicated or convoluted, or they don't like the level system, it's like, well, I was a average child and I did end up making it work. I think the thing is, like, there's a lot you can do with 8 as far as the junction system goes, but you don't have to explore it to its fullest. It's just there as an option, kind of the same as the materia system with 7. Like, you can get by with just the most basic material, or if you want to use it to break the game, you can. But you don't have to be pulling any crazy materia strats to you know, just beat the main game. Secret boss is a little bit of a different story, but just to play through it, you can get away with, you know, a pretty simple setup. And I like a lot of the, especially earlier. Ever played Typo? I did. I'm a bit of a platinum trophy hunter. I did platinum the Type O uh, remaster, I guess you want to call it that, the Type O for PS4. I'm not gonna lie, I blazed through it pretty fast, and I don't remember all that much about it. But it was a fun enough game. Yeah, they did a remaster. Let's see. Yeah, that guy right there. So pretty cool. Yeah, you can probably pick it up for really cheap if you tried. Again, it's not like it's that much of a. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, it does come with a Final Fantasy 15 demo, which I think is like the reason the majority of people who purchased it was for that demo. Fair enough, you know. Like I said, it was an all right game. Not particularly memorable. I did like how it was a little bit darker. I also is it 60 FPS? I can't remember off the top of my head. It played fine. I also, having grown up on older like JRPGs and stuff, I have a pretty high tolerance for what I'm like. I'm not a frame rate junkie. I'm not a huge graphics junkie as long as things look serviceable and play serviceable. Um, I'm usually pretty happy, so I'm not exactly the best as far as being a critic of that kind of stuff goes. But like I said, it was enjoyable, and I bet you could probably find it on eBay for 20-30 bucks. I wouldn't be surprised. Not exactly a heavy hitter, but I did like the darker, more adult, kind of gritty, I guess you could call it, story of it. I also played a lot of Final Fantasy Tactics growing up, and I really liked its form of more character focused and war focused storytelling. I thought that was really cool. So Type Zero or Type O, however you want to call it, kind of has that same feel to it, where it's just a little bit more. Have Oh, the Tactics remaster? Yes. Yes, I did. Platinum that as well. Played it hard when it first released. Again, super fun how you can just break that game. Just break it wide open. Yeah, definitely another one of the childhood favorites. Um, yeah, I don't know. You probably can't see from here, but if you're Final Fantasy interested, I don't want to get too close, but have a ton of Final Fantasy brickheads that I've been collecting. A lot of really cool little things. Oh, yeah, yeah. You can see mine and the girlfriend's collection. We've got a lot that we've been building up. A lot of Zach, because Zach is the undisputed GOAT. Undisputed GOAT and Aerith's real boyfriend. Hopefully that's not a offensive take for anyone, but you heard it here. Yeah, I really like the 2B. It's the deluxe version. The only thing it's just sad because 2B is, I just redid all the figures today. 2B looks really cool. I'm a huge 9S fan, but I did not get the deluxe edition of him, and they did my boy dirty. 2B deluxe comes with all sorts of hands and extra body. Is it Bandai? No, it's Play Arts. So it's Square Enix. 2B comes with sorry, so many accessories and cool features, and 9S just is pretty much the one body, the one face. Did my boy dirty. But again, that's my fault for not getting the deluxe version. Trying to find A2, but she is pricey. 9S is pretty pricey too if you want the deluxe version, but I think that's because everyone hoarded 2B, so there's so many of them around, and then A2 and 9S do not get the same level of love, unfortunately. I think 9S is a very cool character. Character-wise, I would say he's hands down my favorite in that game. What do I think of 16 as a longtime fan? Um, it wasn't enjoyable enough of a game. I do agree when people say that it just doesn't feel the most Final Fantasy. Um, if it had been a kind of like an offshoot, kind of how Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy was, um, Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins. If it were sold as something like that, I think it would have been better received. But as it was like a mainline game, uh, I think it definitely got harsher criticism, and I think a lot of it's deserved. Uh, just a real lack of weapon progression. You know, again, had it been like a spin-off Final Fantasy game, I think people would have liked it a lot more. It's just as a mainline game, I do see how it strayed pretty far from a lot of the conventions we're used to. I agree. I like the story and world, but I find the yeah, and then, like I said, it was enjoyable. I had a good time playing it, but you just don't feel like you're playing a Final Fantasy game, and having the lack of real party mechanics, meaningful party mechanics, does some of the characters dirty. Like I actually really like the character of Jill. I thought she had a lot to offer. I thought she was a cool character, but they just don't, and I think part of it is because there isn't a real party system other than just characters just being there. I think she didn't get the development, and yeah, she didn't get the development she, in my opinion, deserved to, which is a shame. There's a Jill figure out there that I keep considering getting. I thought she was cool. All right. Got this finishing up. But yeah, Final Fantasy's my thing. We're big, me and the girlfriend are really big Lord of the Rings fans too, obviously. Like Legos, all sorts of fun stuff like that. So we've been really building up our game room within the past couple months here. All right. And welcome everyone that's just joining. Sorry, got on a little bit of a Final Fantasy tangent there. Always love talking about it. Big fan of the series. And then for anyone who was curious, I will be doing a giveaway of this set once it is all done. Quality tangent. Yeah, that's what I try to provide here. It's all about the entertainment, the edutainment, even. But yeah, we'll be giving away the set at the end of the build. All you need to do to enter is buy something $50 or more from the shop. And you can win this guy. Has anyone here built Minas Tirith themselves? Or is this your first like exposure to the build? right. You see these decorations a lot throughout the whole build. It's nice because it gives it a very fluid, very continuous design theme. Hmm. Where on earth does this go? I know what I did. I know what I did. Went and put this on upside down. That's what happens when I'm getting all distracted talking while building at the same time and don't have the laser focus I normally do. There we go. And a little torch going inside. And welcome in, everyone. And we're going to pop that on right there. So we're getting this section of the wall built. So this is one of the cool parts where it's like a minifigure scale. So the build comes in kind of two flavors. You've got an exterior that's micro scale, and then you do have portions on the interior, including this outer wall, that are minifigure scale. So you can kind of set up scenes. It's a little bit of a play set from that perspective. So you get the best of both, or at least a little bit of both. And this is currently bag 11 out of 50. Boy. All right. Oop. Can't remember exactly what we're building here. It seems to be like a small fountain or something like that, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's like a pool. ABC, good morning. Yeah, it comes together like that. Oh yeah, this is like a little pool or well or something like that. Although, feels like it's missing a piece. Maybe not, though. I guess, yeah, it does come together like that. Good morning, everyone. Making a little bit of shrubbery here. Ooh. Yeah, nice, real cool little details throughout the whole set. Very, very cool stuff. Oh, let's see. This. And forgot that up top. Ashley, Duke, Silent, Delkins. Welcome on in. Scott, welcome. All right, so that is it for bag 11. And we are going to be moving on to bag 12. Let me just make sure didn't forget any pieces here, just because I got a couple extras. All right. Bag 12. Believe this is a little weapon rack we're making here. Oh. This is kind of like a little market area playset. This part's minifigure scale, so you can set up some kind of cool scenes here if you choose to do so. Welcome on in, everyone. Thanks for joining. Hello, hello. Hmm. Natsva, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Putting together a nice little tower here. And there we go. Little bell tower. Welcome, everyone. Taban, Jordan Milk, Perfin, Paz Pampton. Good morning. Friends, good morning. Old Speed Champions, not sure what that is. Sorry. Cowboy, welcome. I'm doing well. Yourself? Good, good. Yeah, I hope it's been a good Thursday for you. Griffin, good morning. We are wrapping up on this portion of the wall here. And I want to say this is bag 12. Yep, 12 out of 50. So we got a long way ahead of us still. Long, long way.